Hi, Chef Joe with Healthy Kids Inc. and today we'll be making a chicken risotto. So we've got two skillets going and we have a small saucepan with our chicken stock heating through just over medium heat. We've got a ladle ready to go to ladle our stock in to our arborio rice to make our risotto. But first we need to actually work on some of the flavorings for the risotto. So we have some garlic, some onion, some bell pepper, and then we have cooked chicken breast that we've cubed, and it is standing by. So we're going to go in with these three ingredients. First our garlic, our onion, and our bell pepper, pinch of salt, some fresh cracked black pepper, we're going to do this just until our onions are translucent and nice and soft. Won't take much time. I've got this over medium heat to get it started like this, and now you can turn it down just above low. Let the heat in the pan do the rest of the work there. On our other pan, we have melted some butter, I've added a splash of oil too. What you really want to do is when making a risotto, you're sauteing your rice in a fat. In this case, our butter and a little bit of oil, and then you're going to hydrate it with the hot stock. But you first want to make sure that each individual grain of rice actually soaks up whatever fat you're using, whatever oil or butter that you may use in this case. So I'm going to sprinkle our arborio rice in there. And you want each individual grain to soak up this flavor here. So it should all be glistening. Okay, bring the heat up on that just a little bit. I'm going to turn the heat off on our peppers and onions. We are going to add the chicken back in just to kind of let it heat through. Let that set and work away. And what we're going to do now, little by little, we're going to begin to ladle in our stock. What I'm going to do, got your hot stock. Add a ladle. And allow your rice to soak it up. You can see that happens relatively quickly. You're going to repeat this process You'll see me stirring this a lot, and what that does, it incorporates air into the risotto. Makes for a nice creamy risotto. So what you're going to do now is repeat this process over and over until you have incorporated all of your stock into your rice. The time on that kind of varies, but basically what you're doing is ensuring that the rice cooks, and this gives it the time to do that. So I'm just going to keep repeating this process until you have used up all of your stock. And we're looking for our rice to become tender. It can remain a little al dente, have a little bit of a bite to it, but remember to keep stirring and incorporating air into the mixture, and that will keep it nice and creamy. And you can see it just constantly will soak up your liquid here. This would work, if you were doing this with, if this were a beef dish instead of chicken, you could use beef stock, you could use vegetable stock, any flavorful liquid, wine is sometimes incorporated. So it really just depends on what you're going for. But for this application, the flavor of the chicken and the chicken broth is the perfect way to go. Just keep stirring. You can see it's already becoming nice and creamy. All right, as you can see now, we've added all of the stock. It's 99% of the way there. Just has to soak up a little bit more. So I'm really going to bring the heat down to low. Just keep stirring. This constant stirring is really what incorporates the air and makes a nice creamy risotto. All right, so at this point, got a nice creamy consistency. We're ready to add in our chicken and onions and peppers. All right, you just want to bring all of this together like this. At the very last minute, you want to add your cheese and some leftover zest to melt with the residual heat left in your risotto. That's all there is to it, so we'll plate it up and show you the finished product in just a couple of minutes.